Okay, so the book that we read was Snowflower and the Secret Fan by Lisa C. Okay. No, okay.
Okay.
So, my favorite part of the book was when we found out that Snowflower was really poor, because it was like a really surprise, and like the whole book we like thought that she was rich, and like they gave a lot of evidence that like said she was rich, and then when we found out that she was poor, it like gave a lot of details, and it like explained why these things happened, and it was like an enlightening point of the book, so that's why I like it. What was your favorite part, Nicole?
My favorite part was when they went to the Guapo fair.
Guapo? I don't know.
And then like they really bonded and became really close, and they bought the string
For their shoes.
yeah. And then like they did that every year, and it became like a tradition of their friendship that they carried on. They ate that. What is it called? The
Fried taro or something?
Yeah. They eat that every time.
It sounded disgusting.
I know,
so.
what is that? Really gross.
No, I'll eat that.
At first I was like, is that a food? And then
Yeah.
yes, they ate it. So
I thought it was kind of like conniving though of her aunt. It was
like
Snowflower's
devious?
aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's mad
like-
at Wong.
Like how she like became the matchmaker and matched them together because like she knew like she gets Snowflower in the higher class. Like I mean,
yeah, it was like she did it like.
she did it for love, but it's kind of like
It's kind of
weird.
sneaky. She was kind of like the one person who you trusted because like
It was her aunt.
Yeah, it was her aunt, and like it was like supposed to be her like the person who was looking out for her for her marriage, and then she had like alternative motives, and it was just like I don't know. Yeah.
And that whole binding thing was really
It was really
so
gross. And
creepy.
It's black.
it like
It's so black.
it like was really it was like it was really gross because they like described the binding in such detail.
Oh, I'm so
and like
gross.
it like they described like
Can you imagine having your Phoebe binded?
like
If you came home from school and your mom was like, let's bend our feet
and like
make them smaller so that you can be rich.
That's so disgusting.
I think it's so weird how it like gives you higher class.
I know, like
what
what
you
like how
small.
small feet is like higher class.
Yeah.
Like
We
would never.
that
I
would
guess
never
some of the
even
stuff that we
happen.
do today is kind of like that too, though. Like how
being skinny.
and like plastic,
Yeah,
like people who do
and,
like
like,
tummy tucks and
models.
stuff.
And
Like-
cut like people who do their like dye their hair or like
Yeah,
get
like
their
they
eyebrows
their
waxed,
yeah,
get
other
their
soc-
nails done,
Yeah,
go to the salon,
a fake tan.
I guess like other societies
spray
value
tan.
other societies definitely value different things. So as much as we think that they were weird by that, they probably think we would be weird too.
Yeah, people who like live in like the Antarctic area where they're all white. It's one of the things that us
We're, like,
tan
crazy.
Californians are crazy because we get too much sun.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought one of the morals of the story was to never judge a book by its cover, because like Lily judged Sunflower by her like when she thought she was rich when she was really poor, and that can like relate to everyday life.
Yeah,
You
you
like
think people have a lot of money, but they're really like
But they're
not.
really
and like people like think of you differently.
Think of
Like,
you, like,
oh, you're
as
so
higher,
loaded, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like have a
higher
certain kind of
class.
car, which
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like you can have the nice car ever and have
Oh
a
my
really
God.
crappy house. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's see. Another like part of the story that we could probably discuss is that is when Mad. What?
3 minutes.
Okay, so another part of the story that we could discuss is like the relationship
That's like
between is the relationship between like the girls and then the parents of the boy that she was gonna marry. So
how
like
they were put together.
yeah, so like the girl
Like an arranged marriage. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was so weird. Like if my dad, if I came home like
And
from
your
school,
dad like here
in the
this is
holidays,
your
and I was like,
husband.
here's your husband.
no, but it
Everyone
wasn't
knew
even
him.
that. Like it'd be like the person who knew him, like her dad didn't even pick it. It was this girl who she had like met, Madame Wang, who was like her matchmaker or whatever.
Yeah.
It's this
Yeah.
matchmaker girl. So it's like some random person who comes to your house and like
Yeah,
decides the
just
rest of your
decides
life.
who
you wanna.
It's not even like family who's like looking out for your best.
interest.
Like yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't
it's
even like it
some
wasn't even like they
random
had
girl.
anything like in common. They just were like, oh, here's your husband. Like,
Yeah.
let's put you guys
I
together.
just couldn't imagine
I-
like
yeah.
life being like that. Like,
Yeah.
and it still is like that for some countries.
Yeah.
It's
And they,
such
like,
a trip.
they had so many things that they had to, like, learn. Like, all the, like, they had to learn how to cook and, like, clean and make shoes and make clothes and, like, they did all this
Yeah,
to,
we
like,
don't do
we
that.
just go
We
to
take
the
everything
store
for
and
granted.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, they made everything and, like, the guys only did, like, it was definitely a patriarchal society because, like, the guys had, like, all of the power because, like, girls only cooked and cleaned and, like, whatever they said went.
Yeah,
And
like my
so-
mom was like, I didn't help with the dishes last night. I was like, alright, but I don't usually dry dishes. Like, they usually go in the dishwasher and then
Yeah.
it's like just end of it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of weird. I was just like, what if we had to make our own clothes? Like,
Yeah.
That
what if
would
we had
be
to take
so-
a
it would be
Like,
so
what about
different.
not even going to school?
I know.
These kids like
But they, like, learned, okay, so another huge part was when they learned how to write the language, like, because
Oh,
all of the
yeah.
girls had their, like,
Yeah.
secret language.
Yeah, but
And-
we don't have. We don't
No,
have
and, like,
that.
but it was funny how her mom, like, didn't support that. Like, it was her aunt who taught her how to do it.
Yeah.
And her aunt who helped her read and read that language. And so it was like her mom was more, like, practical. Like, this isn't going to help you in the house. And, like, but her aunt was different in the way that she was like, oh, no, it's important for you to know how to do it.
Yeah, but it's like, could you imagine like your mom being like, no, I don't want you to go to
Yeah,
school.
I don't want you to learn.
homework.
I don't want you to
Go
learn how to
clean.
write.
Go clean the house. Whatever.
And it wasn't even
I
till
would-
late. Go ahead.
That's like how you're-
I'd so much rather go to school than stay home.
Yeah.
I like that's like how your parents have like different ideas like on how to raise you and stuff though. Like I guess like her mom and her aunt like they had different views. Like her aunt wanted her to learn to like do all that, and then her mom
be
totally didn't.
educated.
So that's like your mom and dad sometimes like disagree on how to raise you.
Yeah.
Like your mom would like let you go somewhere, but then your dad's like no, or like give you
Yeah.
a piercing. Like your dad will let you get your ears pierced, but your mom's like no, or you're the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their dads were, like,